Yes, maybe. All right. There we go. I guess I could close that. There we go. Yeah. Log in. Fine. 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 Uh,
I'm losing my mind.
Are you?
there we go. There we go. Maybe. Sort of. I don't know. What the hell? Why is that being so weird? Okie dokie here. Dip do. Hmm. Maybe. Maybe this is going live on Twitch too. I don't know. We're trying to figure this out. Maybe not. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Twitch. You kind of suck. It's about all I can say. Oh well. All right. Well, I guess we will sit here a little bit. Things are a little wonky on my. Things are really wonky there. Need to adjust the camera. Okay. There we go. Okie dokie here, I guess. I did change my stream stuff, settings, whatnot. Open widget, yes, sure. Yes, cool. Analytics, stream settings. Yep. Yep, there we go. Analytics. Stream health. Seems to be good now. Concurrent viewers, views. Chat rate has dropped. Okie dokie. There we go. Things are appearing to have Dutch angles. There we go. Okie dokie here. There we go. It seems to be okay. Yep. Wow, that is a fascinating delay right now. Let's see. Yep. So, there we go. Things look to be there and good. Let's see. Can I change? Oh god. I can't change that. There we go. That was at 48. And now, let's see what kind of delay I have from when I touched it. Let's see. 12 seconds. Whoa. $20. Whoa. We're looking at a 25-second delay. All right. Well, now that I know I have a roughly 25-second delay between when I say things and when you see things. Hey, you know what? Could be worse. You could be watching the replay of this, and then it is hours or days even at this point. So I guess there's nothing left to do it, but get to it. Do it to it, Lars. Start recording. Hey, ho, oh, hey. Let's see. Is there? You know what? You can hear some sounds there. Like this one, when I just go off and say, I said vacuum. So. What's up, disc golfers? Joe here with Joe's Disc Golf, and that is incredibly loud there to start with. Let's start that over. Stop the recording. Stop. Okay. Start recording. Stop sounds. All right. What's up, disc golfers? Joe here with Joe's Disc Golf, and we are starting a new adventure here. Yes, we have theme music now. That did not get copyright strike or alerted or whatever from the last time here, because this is definitely something that VoiceMod is putting out there. We've got the main theme here because we're going to delve deep into the minds of the lawyers, the minds of Moria, because I can't think of anything else off the top of my head right now. Yes, we're diving deep in there to go over the Ryan lawsuit, the Buhr lawsuit, and anything else that you guys want to talk about, because I got on livestream so much earlier. Yes, sorry to blow out your eardrums there, ladies and gentlemen. But I think we have reached the crescendo where I'm talking to you about all these lovely things. And we are going to be talking about our sponsor, Log. What rolls downstairs? A loner in pairs rolls over your neighbor's dog. What's great for a snack and it fits on your back? It's Log. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. It's better than bad. It's good. Oh, yeah. So good. Oh, yeah. Brother. Oh, yeah. For those of you listening to the audio podcast, I got my cat merch discount knockoff Pit Viper shades for, project that I'm doing later. But I think I'm going to give some people here a chance to get acquainted. I know, I'm going like way earlier than normal here. My glasses are disgusting and these studio lights really show that. So yeah. Now I can see some other fun stuff going on with my camera. Oh, been a lovely week. So work totally has been all over the board here with the storms coming through, the rain. I've had things canceled, rescheduled. We had to stop our baseball game today in favor of a water polo match outdoors. And yeah, on top of that, I love my daughter to death. She is walking and she ran square into the tripod that holds up the camera, and I spent far longer than I probably should have had to be able to get it all back in working order. But c'est la vie. We're working. We're doing well. It's going great. It's going good. It's good. Great. Grand. No yelling on the bus. No yelling on the bus, you little bastards. Sorry. Bastard. Why isn't voice mod working? Voice mod. There we go. You little bastards. So, unfortunately, some of my other alerts won't work. But apparently maybe now. Why not? Why are they not working? Key bindings here. Add key binding. Nope, apparently not. Whatever. So here we are talking about the lawsuits. Well, actually, let's talk about some fun stuff first. Managed to play in a tournament last weekend. The Par 2 Challenge powered by Prodigy. A lot of P's in that one. Good time. You got 3 discs. It was the M Model S, the P Model S, and P Model something. I don't know. Actually, surprisingly good discs. And I got 3 discs that didn't have any flashing. It was like $30 to sign up. I got 3 Prodigy discs. One of them was in glow plastic. You got their BP4, their cheap backpack, a towel, and a mini, all for signing up to do that. Winner got the trophy disc, dyed disc, and the banner, one of the banners from there, and something else. I don't remember. And a $20 gift card to the Prodigy store. I guess that is a perfect segue into talking about the Gannon-Buhr lawsuit here. It's over. It's done. We've managed to end it. No lives were lost. It was fantastic. It was so amazing. Gannon-Buhr posted on social media that he and Prodigy have come to an agreement, and he will be finishing out the rest of the year with Prodigy. Now, I think this is a good thing in general. There are definitely changes going to be made to the way contracts are written, enforced, and have buyout clauses, essentially. I mean, look at what happened with Simon. You know, he left Discmania. MVP paid him a boatload of money. Discmania was willing to match it or close enough, it sounds like, from those interviews. It was also a little while ago. But he wanted to change. But there's an obvious buyout clause that said, hey, all right, you can have Simon. It's going to cost you $1 million. And they're like, here you go. Here's your $1 million. Simon, here's your 10. We believe that Simon can make us at least $11 million in total profits there, which probably dude sells discs like crazy. And what better marketing way that you'd have than somebody, a pro, a well-liked pro who's always open and honest about his stuff, saying like, hey, by the way, you know, I don't know these discs, but we're going to learn together. And when I learn that I like something, maybe you'll learn that you'll like something, and sell a crap load of discs. Yeah, that's what that. But back to Gannon Buhr, he's going to finish it out. Now, question numero uno is whoever he was talking to before. The front runner here seems to be Discmania. They're flush with cash with $1 million going into this year. We'll see. They might be squirreling that away and trying to invest that so that they can hopefully be able to pay Eagle and Eagle and I think, who's up? I think like most of their MPO is up at the end of this year. So yeah, that's going to suck. That's financially going to suck because Eagle's going to ask for a big payday, most likely. Seeing what Simon got, seeing what Ricky got, seeing what Paul's got, seeing what they offered Gannon Buhr potentially. Could you imagine though? I mean, it would be smart if Gannon, Eagle, and I think it's Isaac Robinson is up. If those three got the same agent, lawyer, whatever representation, and then they could get a really sweet deal. A really, really sweet deal. Because they'd know that guy, girl, whoever would definitely know what each one has been offering me. Like, yeah, you're not going to lowball my clients, plural, because, you know, then I get a fat payday. Happy Friday, by the way. Drinking a beautiful Irish whiskey. So delicious. In honor, pour one out for the homies, half in the bag. Disc Golf Podcast on fairly permanent hiatus. So think about maybe going up with that again. If you're potentially interested, reach out, slide into the DMs, yo, and reach out. Maybe we can work something out. Maybe not. We'll go from there. Yes. So that brings us to the end of, I believe, the Gannon Buhr lawsuit. And now on to the main event. The Natalie Ryan v. PDGA / DGPT / 1000 Rated Productions Media. Either way, the guys who run OTB Open. It sounds like they aren't too involved in this lawsuit, and they are mainly because they are the vehicle in which this is happening. If OTB Open didn't happen, lawsuit wouldn't happen, at least from California. There was that weightlifter JC whatever thing in Minnesota, and we've got the preserve up there, so could have had something there, but that sounds more like a state thing. I don't know how this turned into a federal case. Either way, timeline this week has been absolutely insane. So, lawsuit filed all the way back in February. Then we hear diddly squat. Absolutely nothing. Until basically this week when Natalie Ryan's lawyer filed for an emergency temporary restraining order. And it just seemed like a manufactured crisis because they've had this done. They didn't serve the papers to the PDGA and Disc Golf Pro Tour until the end of March. By the way, if you want a legit breakdown, way better than I could ever do. I do sports medicine. I don't do legal stuff. I'm not a lawyer, nor do I pretend to be one on TV. Head over to discgolf.law and listen to what Chris Clark has done. I've interviewed him once. First interview ever. That was way back when when the Eagles Crossing debacle handed. I believe that would be officially known as a show. But yeah, talked to him. Fantastic guy. Knows his stuff. Seems like a good lawyer. I don't know. I assume so. I don't need a lawyer. So just like he might say, hey, this guy's a good sports med guy. I don't know. I'm not in sports medicine. I don't need one right now. But yeah, that happened. And then the PDGA and Disc Golf Pro Tour had to respond by, I think it was Tuesday. And then Natalie Ryan's lawyer had to respond to the response by Wednesday. There was a ruling on Thursday. And then there was an appeal that happened today on Friday. We went from 0 to just crushed with news in terms of this. I tried to get videos out. That didn't work out. I got an article out trying to summarize all of this, and it was a nightmare. So basically, they claimed that they had to get Natalie Ryan in because it was for the public good and something else. I don't know why public good, but whatever. Basically, just like, hey, we need to play this as an emergency. Disc Golf Pro Tour and PDGA were like, yo, you've known about this tournament since, well, I think the official schedule came out in like November, December. The rule policy change came out in December-ish, went into effect in January. So I don't know, like, I know there are certain things where it's like, yes, this is a bad rule coming in, but you can't do anything until it actually goes into effect. So maybe that's some of that going on there. I don't know exactly. It's been weird. So we got that. That all happens. They're like, hey, you shouldn't do that. Plus, we don't know if you have jurisdiction because Natalie Ryan lives in Virginia. Some of the people from the Disc Golf Pro Tour live in Virginia. Does this court even have jurisdiction? Well, judge listened to all this. Basically said, PDGA, your policy is total bull because it is poorly written. It doesn't even meet the standards of the International Olympic Committee standards. The framework that they set out said, this is what you have to do. Make it work like this. Fill in the blank. It's a Mad Lib, basically. It's a Mad Lib. Well, they didn't quite do it right. Let's be honest. If you read the policy, it was kind of rough. It wasn't well written at all. Now, I support this policy. However, I may have let my biases get in the way because I kind of looked past at the time how poorly written that was. And then I went back and went, oh, dear God, this is what we're riding our hopes on. This case is the landmark case for all of this transgender in professional sports and all the rulings and all that stuff. And now we look like second graders who don't know how to write a complete sentence. Seriously, like, holy. Okay, man, I am really utilizing that bleep button. Sorry. Normally this isn't that bad, but this is something where I get fired up, and I'm also trying to not get strike on the channel because YouTube is, yeah. Anyway, so that all happened. Then the players, oh my God, the women wrote, 30 women, supported by Katrina Allen. I'm going to try to pull this up here. Wrote a letter. 30 women signed on to it. And they called it the Stockton Declaration of Women's Professional Disc Golfers for Women's Rights and Protection of the Women's Category in Our Sport. I am going to read some excerpts from this because it's poorly written. I don't know how else to, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I don't know who wrote this, but oh God. Oh man. Okay. So of course I find out about a lot of this on Reddit because, that's how things work out right now in disc golf. I find out on Reddit and then dig into it myself. Now, people were clowning on it. They're memeing on the poor quality. I read the opening paragraph and that's all I read. I was like, well, it's not that bad. I mean, it's Reddit. People who disagree with this take are going to go hardcore into this and just pick it apart and nitpick and go, oh, you should have put a comma right there. How dare you use a period? That's obviously where a semicolon should go. And really, no hyphens right there? Come on. What kind of amateur did this? And I read it in its entirety. We had some basic subject verb agreement issues. How? Just how? I don't know. Did you type this up in Notepad and not even in Word? Like, I threw this. Okay, so all athletes deserve access to fair competition. At its inception, disc golf only had one division. As more people played, blah, blah, blah. It goes through and talks about that. I'm trying to find the one sentence where it's just like, oh my God, it is bad. Not discriminating against women. Okay. I highly encourage you to read it. It is good. And by good, I mean not. It's bad. Basically just saying sport instead of sports. Not just, man, it is grammatically awful. And I am a guy who got straight C's in English from the time of junior high through college. I did not do well in my English classes. And let's be honest, if you get in the medical field, just like the, in the realm of the lawyers, there's not a lot of English. There's a lot of Latin. There's a lot of Greek. And I got pretty good with some of those, but it was just, it was brutal. But basically, we, the undersigned female members of the Disc Golf Pro Tour, that the rights... okay, hang on. The rights of women's sports are under attack, understanding the entry of males into the female category of our sport is antithetical to fair competition. This is brutal. I can't read it right now. But I would recommend finding that. Let's see if I can find the original, because I thought that was a copy, which there were definitely some copying errors there. Let's zoom this in. I don't want to find. I want to zoom. Microsoft Word, Microsoft Edge. There we go. Here we go. This is it. I did not copy this well enough. Used a free tool because, of course, it's not uploaded in a PDF. It is a picture of a PDF. We, the undersized female members of the Disc Golf Pro Tour, recognize that the rights of women in sport are under attack. Understanding that the entry of males into the female category of our sport is antithetical to fair competition, and only recently informed of a lawsuit threatening entry of a male competitor into the women's category of the Stockton OTB Open, do hereby join together to declare and defend the rights of women in disc golf. That is one sentence. One sentence. Okay. So for funsies, I threw it into Chat GPT and it made things so much better. It really wasn't that hard. Chat GPT is free. Well, there is a free version. Yes, it is limited in some capacities, but oh my God. Oh my God. It's bad. It's bad. So basically that all went down. Judge listened to it, listened to the entire arguments, came down with the ruling. The ruling was that Natalie Ryan could participate in the OTB Open. Now, that is because PDGA and Disc Golf Pro Tour mostly argued that the court didn't have jurisdiction and that this lawyer intentionally submitted this late and tried to create a crisis, an unnecessary crisis, when they had weeks to set this out. Now, Chris Clark over at discgolf.law definitely gave the benefit of the doubt, said, hey, maybe this is this, and this is this, all that kind of stuff. That's fine. I am not. With the way most of these activists go, I am not willing to give the benefit of the doubt. I believe this was a manufactured crisis to force the courts to do certain things like this. Now, originally, that all went through. Natalie Ryan played the first round of the OTB Open because that tee time was 8, 9 in the morning. I don't know. It must have been around 8 in the morning because it said it was like 11 o'clock my time, Eastern time. So 3-4 hours, whatever it was. 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, whatever it was, butt crack of dawn. Feel sorry for whoever has to tee off at that. I don't care who you are. That sucks. Butt crack of dawn. Whatever. Now, PDGA, Disc Golf Pro Tour, filed for an emergency appeal to the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, which covers California and most of the West over there. Now, that appeal was heard, and a ruling came out after Natalie Ryan came off the course and said that Natalie Ryan's appeal is denied because the lower court, the original federal court, did not have jurisdiction. So now I don't know what's happening tomorrow, to be completely honest. I think that means that Natalie Ryan has now lost the appeal. Again, not a lawyer. So Chris Clark, discgolf.law, check it out, said that he was going to be coming out with a breakdown of all this. Lawyer knows this stuff inside and out. I am making educated guesses, I will say that, based on the information available. Feel free to jump in on the chat, anybody. So if you know anything. Now, so I believe that would mean that Natalie Ryan now can't participate in the rounds 2 and 3 of this tournament. So I don't know what's going on. I said Thursday, at the time of recording, so that would be May 11th, that the off-course antics and storylines, I think I phrased it a little nicer, were going to be more interesting than the actual course. Now, I did see some posts that Katrina Allen did not play well today, and people were saying that she was going to blame it on Natalie Ryan. Now, it sounds like they did toughen up the course a little bit. I don't know. It's interesting to see what's happening. It's been a whirlwind here, unfortunately. I don't know exactly what's going on. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please hit it up in the chat. You can also find me on YouTube. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Reddit and on Instagram, all at Joe's Disc Golf. And just hit me up with questions. If not, I have no problems trying to investigate further, try to get to the bottom of the answer, or to get to the bottom of it. Paige Pierce was playing today, where she's been going through a couple weeks of physical therapy. It sounds like she had 4 sessions. They did some dry needling, which can have some really good benefits. The rules in California are really weird, where if she gets it done, it has to be by an acupuncturist, which is same, but different. Catch the movie reference there. It seems like she's playing well. She's in the tie for the lead. At the time of recording, Natalie Ryan was 5th. I think there was a 4-way tie at first, and Natalie shot a 6 down. Everybody else shot a 7 down. So I don't know what's going on. I think it's going to be interesting. And speaking of that, I know at the Colorado tournament that Natalie Ryan participated in a week ago. There's some protests and people trying to... It didn't sound like these were people who were disc golfers, but people trying to scream at and holler and just be total assholes out there. And I got to tell you, it's not going to work. Whether you agree with or what, it doesn't matter what side of the argument you're on. If you're screaming your head off like an absolute maniac, you're not going to get anyone to even listen to you with a reasonable mind. There may be people on the fence, but if you're coming out there like a bunch of rabid wolverines, then you're not going to win anyone over. And if you come out there with logical argument, I fully support everyone's First Amendment right to protest. You want to hold up a sign and say you are for or against Natalie Ryan participating in disc golf? A+. Go do it. That's fine. If you want to scream your head off saying that Natalie Ryan is the best worst thing to happen to everything, then you're being stupid. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You have to be reasoned. You cannot reason with someone who is screaming their head off. It's just that simple. You have to come at it cool, calm, and collected when you go out there. It doesn't seem like there'll be really any protesters at the event at OTB. It's a private course. It's private property, so they can really control everything. I did notice that by the time I tried to jump into the live stream for the OTB Open for the FPO division, the comments were already disabled. I don't know if that was right from the get-go or not. If it was, kind of makes sense. Really does. Because you knew there were going to be the whole way through. So be kind, rewind. Remember the golden rule to love thy neighbor as yourself. That doesn't mean you have to like or agree with them, but treat them with respect. Doesn't matter who it is. So I believe that's it. There's your Joe's philosophy channel. Be a good person, basically. I believe that's all I have to say. Got this out earlier than normal. Sorry for you guys normally looking for this at 10 p.m. I hate to tell you, but you missed it. That is just, I've got work very early in the morning if it doesn't get flooded out. So thank you all for watching. As always, I've been Joe. You've been awesome. And I can't wait to see you all. Oh, wait. If you get a great tree kick, don't forget to thank Treesus. And if you get kicked deeper into the woods, well, you need to repent and reflect because you have transgressed against Treesus. Thank you all for watching. Can't wait to see you all in the next video.